Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is the Coach J. I am sitting down low today because I realized that when I sit up high, I'm getting the reflections of the light a lot. So I said, I'm going to sit down today. I am coming at you with a health nugget. Now, let me put a disclaimer out here. The things that I am sharing with you, I am coming from experience, from working with people, just on my own self as well, just me reading things and studying things and stuff, just it's coming from me, okay? I'm not coming as a doctor. I got no doctor degree, PhD degree. I do got a BA, but it's nothing dealing with health or fitness or anything like that. I'm coming at you from my 20-year experience, wanting to share just certain things, some things that you probably already know. A lot of times people don't do follow-up, and I put my hand up for that, do follow-ups on things that we kind of need for our body, or go the whole spectrum of what we need for our body, and we tend to fall off a little bit. So the reason why I come on live is just to kind of bring some short nuggets, short exercises, things that we know we're going to need. Okay. One thing that I have to work on is, when people are in pain, when people hurting, people this, then they want to do something. Do something before then. You know what I'm saying? Put your body in a state of, um, what's the word? Preventing it before it happened. Put your body in that state, so you won't have to. I mean, we all ache. I mean, they're going to, just because I work out, I got some aches, got some pains. I just don't let it consume me. We all go through different things. Don't compare yourself to nobody but who you want to be. Okay? Don't look at Coach. Don't look at anybody. Those, you know what I'm saying? It's magazines, because people ask me, they say, you know what? You just look healthy. You just da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And always say, compared to who? Being in shape. Compared to who? Not compared to Serena Williams, who get it in, who do what she need to do, but I stay in my zone. I stay what I need to do for my body. And I want you to do the same. I'm just here to help. I'm just here to share some light, if you need that. I'm here to, what God is asking me to do. That's what I believe, and we only can go on our belief, and then we have to act on it. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. Make sure you always do your research. Okay. Even the stuff that I tell you, I did the two things. I did the burpees. I did the mountain climbers. Do your research on it. If you understand what it means, then do it then. Do the burpees, do the mountain climbers, get it in. All right. So today I'm coming at you with two things that I found out that could be helpful, for those that have joint pains, arthritis, and stuff like that. And what that is the CBD and the glucosamine. CBD and the glucosamine. So what I'm saying to you is that the question I'm asking, can both of them be combined together? Yes, they can be. CBD and glucosamine. And we all heard of the word glucosamine. We heard of that, it helps your joints, helps you this, and it does, And to be honest with you, be very, very transparent. When CBD came out, I was oblivious to it. They're like, you haven't heard of CBD yet? Honestly, I haven't. So I had to do a little bit of research, and I found out the benefits behind it and things like that. So, if it works for me, I'm gonna use it, and stuff like that. But if it don't, then don't use it. Do your research. You know what I'm saying? Do your research. So that's the two things that I wanted to kind of bring to you today. Both of those combining with one another. So I'm just going to read a little bit about CBD. Okay, CBD is natural and safe, which means that it can be. That's the reason why it can be combined with glucosamine, because it's natural and it's safe. It combines the supplement, and it's a supplement. which can combine with the glucosamine, which to me is a win-win situation for those who's really, really aching, in a lot of pain, a lot of joints, a lot of this. And like I say, if it don't work for you, okay, don't be saying Coach Jay said this stuff worked. Da, da, da. No, always check with your doctor, check with whoever you need to check with, and just all I ask is just to try it. Okay, I'm not saying that it cure. I'm not saying that it do anything. If it helps you, then share about it. Okay, then share about it. That's the reason why I'm coming here, because it helps. Okay, there are 3 forms that I found. Okay, if there's more, I don't know, that I found CBD. One is the full spectrum. Okay, which I personally don't do it. The company that I'm partnering with, Tava, we don't have the full spectrum. Okay, because that's the one that people get happy on. So we don't have that one. Then the second one is the broad spectrum, okay, which I believe that's the one, okay, because it does not have the THC, does not have the THC in it. And then you have the isolates. Those are the 3 forms of the CBD, right? Now, the broad spectrum, this version has all components of the cannabis plant except the THC. It has the whole thing. Now, let me read some benefits. Okay, I got it here on my phone of the CBD. The CBD benefits. It helps with the brain, helps with your stomach, your digestive, okay, your intestines, your appetite. It helps with your bones, your joints, okay? And we just talked about the glucosamine. We're going to talk about that too, all right? It helps with your heart, and it also helps with your eyes. That's some of the benefits of the CBD. Okay. So I just wanted to bring that to you, because people ask, well, what does CBD do? What does this, and that? I mean, it does a lot, but for the main focus that I wanted to talk about, would it helping their joints and things like that. Now, with glucosamine is a chemical found in the body. It is used by the body to produce other chemicals that are involved in building tendons, ligaments, cartilage, and the thick fluid that surrounds the joints. People always come to me, well, I ain't gonna say always, but some people come to me and say, you know what, it's bone on bone. It's, I'm aching, I'm in pain, that means that the fluid around there, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. You need that glucosamine to kind of help in that joint area. That kind of give you some cushion that you need. Okay, like I said, it's a chemical found in our body. Sometimes we tear it down. Like, I played basketball for years. Okay, I thank God I don't have achy joints, achy knees, and nothing like that. But I ain't trying to get back out there and run no full court, because I know that my body will feel it, because it's just not used to that demand anymore. So that's what glucosamine is. Your joints are cushioned by the fluid and the cartilage that surrounds them. That's your joints. Okay, so I wanted to read that. So, like I said, do your research. Okay, because our bodies, especially, and I'm only, like I said, I'm speaking from some of my clients. When they talk about their knees and their joints and everything that's hurting. A lot of times you have to get the right nutrients in your body to be able to, for your body to be able to reboot itself. And once it reboots itself, it's going to respond better for you. And I believe that with all my heart. So one of the things, of course, like I said, I'm partnering with Tava. 2 of the things that I just talked about, we have them. Okay, we have them. I talked one about last week. We also have right here. Okay, this is one of the things I talked about, which is the Vale 30. It has the glucosamine in there. It has the glucosamine, 500 milligrams of glucosamine in it, glucosamine sulfite. Okay, one of the things I looked that up on here, and it says it can take 4 to 8 weeks for the glucosamine sulfate to ease pain. People come to me and say, "Oh, coach," after a week, "Oh, coach, it don't feel better." 4 to 8 weeks. And it also depends on the severity of the injury that you had. also. And come on, man, we both know that. You know what I'm saying? So, but this right here, this Valley 30, which is this liquid balm that we need, and has a whole lot of other minerals in there, but it has glucosamine in there as well. Okay, and all you need is just a cap full of this every day. You don't want to miss this. Okay, if you're gonna miss the detox, okay, that's fine. You don't want to miss taking your multivitamin. Now, I do have some testimonies. They're not in here. My mom and my sister, who loves this. They can give you some great testimony of how it makes them feel. Okay? If I don't have one of these in the house, they have a problem with that. So that's the glucosamine right there. Then I talked about the CBD. Okay, we have that as well. We have it in our Caprice coffee. Right? Well, I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker neither. But I like the benefits that the CBD gives me. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a coffee cup tonight. Actually, when I get off this live, I'm going to go upstairs and make me a cup because it's calm. It don't keep you up. It does nothing like that. And on the back of it says, it reclaims your calmness. This product does not contain THC. So you ain't going to get high on it. Okay, if you're looking to do that, this ain't the one for you. So it comes in 30 sachets, just like this. All you do is rip it up, put it in your coffee cup, hot water, dock it up anywhere you want to do it. But I just wanted to bring this to you because a lot of times people, we're looking for a quick fix. And it's just, to me, in my experience, it's not out there. You have to find something that works for you. And I always say, if what I have does not work, that's after you tried it. You can't say something don't work if you don't try it. And you can get a sample of any of these things I had. Okay? Any of these things. You can't say it, and you can't leave the products in the house for weeks and say, oh, coach, I ain't tried yet. It's not going to work. If you want samples of this, if you want samples of the Valley 30, the detox, the Facile detox that I talked about last week, just reach out to me. Reach out to me and try it. Okay? Stop putting a wall up on things. Now, like I said, if you have something that works for you and it's helping you and it's moving you forward and it's not yo-yo-ing where you gain weight, you lose weight, you gain weight, some of these things out here, it's hard to stay on. It's hard for you to be consistent with it. Find something that you can be as consistent with it for a lifetime, not for 14 days, not for 21 days, for a lifetime. All right. So I wanted to throw that in there because I hear that a lot. I can't say if the product's going to work for you, but what I can say, you will never find out if you don't try it. So you have to try it to see it, if it works for you. And you got to give things anywhere from at least 1 to 3 months. Okay, at least 1 to 3 months and see how it works. So that is my health nugget for you, glucosamine and CBD. Boom, early in the morning. They work wonders. So you have to be able to take it. Okay, once you take it together, you see the benefits of it. Okay, so I got a testimony that wants to come in. Come on in. This is my sister that I was telling you about. Give them a little testimony about the Valet 30.
This is a wonderful drink to take every day. It rejuvenates you. It cleanses you. It makes you feel wonderful during the course of the day. I enjoy this. I make sure we have it in the house every day. Thank you.
All right. So there you have it. A testimony from my sister who loves this.
Yes.
And my mama ain't coming downstairs, but she can tell you too. So anyway, have a good evening. My 15 minutes is coming to a close. And I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Coach J signing out.
We tried to get it, but we couldn't get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I talked about y'all.